Page 52, Menuett in F. It's a minuet, so we expect it to be in 3/4 time, and it is. Okay. We know the key signature, it's in F major. Okay, well, let's look it over. It's a page long with repeat signs. Treble bass clef, we already know it's in F major. It's got one flat, so do the scales in our pages for F major and D minor, because D minor has one flat also. And then 3/4 time signature. I want to check the fingering because I want to make sure I can feel it all just fine. In this first measure, it's all triplets. 1 enda, 2 enda, 3 enda, or triplet, triplet, triplet. But the kicker is all of those notes in the first measure and the first note in the second measure all have to be even, rhythmically even. So it's here. All of that even all the way through. 1 enda, 2, and the fingering is fine. It's a sequence going up. We're using thumb. In the third measure, you have that little grace note that's an E. You're going to need to be in this position. And I'll add that note later. Right now, just third measure, just triplets. Here. Then measure 5, now it's 1 E enda, 2 E enda, 1 E enda, 2. Easier when we add the left hand. And measure 9 triplets again. 1 enda, 2 enda, 3 enda, and in measure 10, I'll talk about that little note later too. Right now, just play the C. And that's basically the piece. I mean, after the repeat signs, it's different notes, but it's the rhythm. It's the same rhythm kind of thing that we've already done. Left hand is a I can connect all these, and that's fine. I want to do that. Now, in measure 10, you're here, and then when you go on, you need here. You can, if you like, use thumb on measure 11 here for the first one, rather than 5. So you're coming from here to here. It's not as big a jump. Then just go 3. The idea. Then I put the hands together, and I'll hesitate, but that's okay. It's just here, then here, then here, here. I use third finger there in the right hand. Just stay there. And then here. Now, starting on measure 5, it's it. And this note comes up when I play the B natural. Those are together. Don't play the left hand like 16th notes. They're not 16th notes. Hang on to them. But all those notes are 1 E enda, 2 E enda, all even. So I'll put the hands together, and then I'll go back over just a couple measures or so at a time and get rid of the hesitations. Keep it slow, but no hesitations. Once I can do that, I'll add in the articulation and these grace note things, these ornaments. As far as the articulation goes, they're not really giving you any. You pretty much connect it. Lift up. It's like maybe every couple measures or so as a phrase. Then you lift up. In the right hand, I'd connect this left hand, I think. Can disconnect some of their left hand if you want to, and when the notes get farther apart, you can disconnect those if you'd like. Experiment and see what you think. Now let's talk these grace notes. Measure 4, we have this little grace note. These are played like 4 16th notes here. The 1 E enda. They show it at the bottom of the page, and the question is, so why don't they just put in 4 16th notes? And the answer is it's interpretation. You can leave it out. You can just do the triplets. You can't just leave it out entirely. But if you choose to put it in, just put them in as 16th notes. So starting with the second measure. Because that E doesn't belong. That's an extra note. It's not. It's out of there. It's not. Doesn't belong. It doesn't. It's not in the harmony. We don't want it. No. So it's an extra little note. Just add a little bit of color to it. Yeah. But play them as 4/16 notes. Now in measure 10, you have that note, and they have at the bottom how they say to interpret it, but I disagree with that. That's not how I would interpret these. When you have the main note that's 3 counts, or 3 of something, and you have a little grace note in front of it, the little grace note actually gets 2 of the beats, and the main note gets 1. So in measure 10, it would be a half note on the B natural, and then the C is a quarter note. They have it the other way around, where the quarter note is the B. No, the B needs to be 2 notes long. There, on that, because it's a 3 count note on that dotted half note. So I would interpret it that way. Then the dynamics, it applies to the melody, which is the right hand, loud. I don't know why they're giving you a slur in the second measure. I would connect all these together. And then, in measure 5, you're soft. Both hands. Now, measure 7, there's a crescendo, but don't get loud to measure 9. So hold off on that. You got 2 measures to go from soft to loud, so you plan it out. Maybe every 2 beats or so, you get just a hair louder. It's a little louder, 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 loud. And this measure 10, go away. I mean, this hand you can't do much with it. Soft. Yeah. And then moderately soft, moderately loud, you can read the dynamics, but it really applies more to the right hand. Except on those measures like measures 5 and 6, and those, it's going to be both hands. Same thing in measures 13 and 14, it's going to be both hands. And then the speed, well, just a 1, 2, 3. Imagine people kind of moving to this, yeah? Now there's some tricky hand movements here. Let's talk about those. When you're going from measure 16 to 17, measure 16 here, measure here up here. The left hand's done. While you're doing this, get your left hand up here, ready to go. That way it's just one hand at a time. We do that anytime we got to move the hands. If I can move one hand at a time or figure it out, that's how I'm going to do it. Yeah.